Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Because she took the young ladies on a little weekend and they spent some sister time together. Amen. To talk about, the things that they needed to talk about. And that's what we need. We need fellowship. That's what it's about, building relationship. Amen.
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 Praise the Lord, everybody.
Praise the Lord.
I'm nervous. But first and foremost, I would like to give honor to God, who is the head of my life, to Pastor and First Lady, Co-Pastor, Prophetess Booker, and all of you here under the sound of my voice. Getting jitterbugs. Okay. So, today, I'll be coming from Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Amen, we had it. And I'm reading from the NIV version. And it reads as thus: trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight.
Amen.
Amen. When you need God, it is a direct connection between you and him.
Amen.
There's no need for through traffic. And what I mean by that is that there's no need for you to go repeatedly and ask pastor, co-pastor, first lady, prophetess Booker, deacons, whoever else it may be, to pray for you, your situation. Yes, it may be nice to have someone assist you, but there are certain things that you must do for yourself. Knowing God and having a relationship with him is amongst those things. Last month, Brother Maurice taught us that in order for Christ to work through us, he must first live in us.
Amen.
Certain decisions that we make come first from flesh and not through the spirit, which then leads to results that we as humans do not like, thus creating anger, strife, sometimes even doubt within us. So for those of us who fall short to this, Brother Altamir came after Maurice and reminded us that anything is possible through God. Matthew 19 and 26.
Yes.
Moving forward, however, my topic of choice for today is feed your faith.
Amen.
Amen. Faith, according to the dictionary, is confidence or trust in a person or thing. So, when I sat down, I was like, okay, this is faith. What I took from that is faith is a craft or a talent. Anybody who knows me personally knows that anything involving performing arts, if it has anything to do with performing, dancing, singing, writing, anything, it'll catch my attention like this. But my heart is in dance.
All right.
But in order for me to better my craft or my talent, I must act on it. For faith or trust in God works in the same way. When we as Christians commit to embark on this journey to righteous living, we sometimes also unknowingly commit to having unfed faith.
All right.
If your faith is hungry, if your faith is continuously longing and yearning and not being fed, if you keep moving and not leaving your faith unfed, what exactly are you feeding? Are you feeding your addictions?
All right.
Your doubt? Your trouble? Whatever it may be. For me, it took for me to go away to college, for me to go through stuff at college to visualize what unfed faith is.
Okay.
It took for me to go to college to get what I now call my Abraham faith.
All right. Okay.
I call it that because from Genesis 18:10, when God told Abraham he and his wife would have a son in his old age, to Genesis 22:2, where God told Abraham to render his son Isaac, whom he had patiently waited for, as an offering, not once did Abraham's faith in God alter. He knew that God would provide, and he stuck to that. He did not question him. There was no, but God, why? You just gave him to me. I love him. No, I don't want to do it. Instead, he worshiped and obeyed.
Amen.
And for that, he was rewarded.
Yes.
So, inevitably, it took for me to go to college, for me to want to willingly push towards having unalterable faith. It took for me to go away to college to push towards having unchangeable, inflexible,
Yes.
permanent faith.
Yes, Mimi.
I've always been a people person. I tend to give people the benefit of the doubt more often than I should. So when I got to college, I mistakenly assumed people would understand me the way that I understood them. I thought that people would treat me the way that I did them. I thought that people would go out of their way, they would respect me, that they would give me the same acknowledgement that I did them. But that didn't happen. And after being deceived, hurt, and lonely, time after time after time after time after time after time, I was hurting and I was angry. And instead of me going and facing my problems head on, I began to take them out on God. God, I go to church, I'm at school, I may not go as much as I would if I was home, and I may not go weekly like I want to, but I'm going. I'm praying religiously, non-stopping.
Yes.
I'm trying my hardest to live right. And yet here I am, hurting, struggling, and everything else that seems bad to me. So, let me tell y'all something. I'm stubborn. Like, I am really, really stubborn. So once I get something in my head, it's going to stay there.
Amen.
So, when the seed was planted inside of me, it only took for me to feed it, to act on it one time for it to start growing in my mind. I would say, I'm here and I'm being faithful and nothing is happening. Nothing is changing for me, so why bother? And the more I fed into doubt, the doubt that was growing inside of me, the less I began to pray. And the less I began to pray, the less I became interested in church. I didn't want to come to church. I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't want to do anything. And then after a while, I became ashamed, so I just stopped going altogether. It took for me to, it took for me to hit rock bottom within myself, for me to realize that I was genuinely causing nothing but mental self-destruction. And to me, there is no worse feeling than being unhappy with yourself. You can be unhappy with other people, and it does nothing to you. You can see them every day and not care about them, not do anything. It won't bother you. But to not like who you are